you ready to experience Monster Jam? $72,000 plus in the stands and in the booth with me. We're honored to have the driver of Captain America, Chad Fortune. Looking forward to this one, huh, buddy?
Thanks, Scott. I'm glad to be back. I'm taking a break from my superhero job, and I'm in the booth with you, looking for excitement. I'm the biggest fan of Monster Jam.
Well, we've already gotten to the semifinal round, and here's how we've gotten there. What a great Final Four that we've got, and we're going to watch those matchups right now. And then later in this program, you'll see the freestyle. So it's all the great action from Jacksonville. Let's get to the semifinals, and I think some folks may be surprised at the bottom of the screen. Brian Wright and Hook has been having a great night. This is a truck designed by Steven Sims, the son of the Stone Crusher driver, Steve Sims, but Brian Wright's doing a great job breaking it in for the youngster. We'll see him in it later in the year, and there he is. Right now, arguably, the man who is on fire more than anyone else in this sport, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. The winner of this race goes to the UTI Championship. Slight edge off the line to son of a digger. Now it's a big lead into the final turn. Ryan Anderson just needs to keep it under control, and he's going to have a shot at another championship race trophy indeed. The victory goes to Ryan Anderson. Can you imagine what it's like to be inside his helmet right now? Another great lap. I mean, he's just on a rail these days.
Yeah, you know, it seems like he's got his niche out there right now. He's got it, the turns nailed down.
So, Ryan Anderson will be in the championship round. Who's he going to face? It'll either be Alex Blackwell, always a bad, fast racer behind the wheel of Captain's Curse, but in the other lane, Mark McDonald and that awesome-looking black El Toro Loco. Chad, you're a driver, but you're a fan, too. How much do you love the new design of this truck?
I really like it. You know, it fits Mark McDonald's style of racing, just dark and evil, and it's very intimidating.
Alex Blackwell, Captain's Curse, gets a bit of a hole shot on El Toro, but Mark's coming back.
It's a great race. They're both very aggressive.
Almost dead even into the final turn. Who wants it more? Oh, a little washout by Captain's Curse. That may have cost him. McDonald wins.
I'll tell you what, they were really going for it. They really want to be in that finals. You know, they really are going for it. You know, you can tell how the front wheels are jacking up, and that you can just see by the rooster tails what kind of speed that they're pulling.
What a battle this is. Boy, if you're Mark McDonald, you gotta be tired of looking at Anderson. It's either been Ryan or Adam. He's been in so many championship rounds this year, but he's finished second to an Anderson just about every time. Can he kind of turn the tables here? Because Ryan Anderson, I mean, this kid feels 10 foot tall and bulletproof right now.
Yeah, you sure do. And if you're going against him, you want to beat him. You want to put him back on the trailer, and you want to have a little bit of bragging rights on him and shut him down a little bit. You know, he might be getting a little bit too confident, and you want to put him away.
UTI Championship round, son of a digger, El Toro Loco. And Ryan Anderson just drilled McDonald off the starting line. I mean, he picked up a length off the line. About the same margin going to the final turn, and McDonald swings out wide. Ryan Anderson is going to another championship celebration. Racing victory in Jacksonville for son of a digger. No, we're not freestyling yet. This is the celebration. Give him a little taste of what he intends to do for freestyle. Son of a digger and Ryan Anderson. What an impressive performance this young man has been laying down week after week, and he's really taken to these big stadium events. And look at it, standing ovation for son of a digger.
Holy cow! Jacksonville! I love you guys! I can hear you cheering me on! You guys are the reason I just won that race! I see each and every single one of you guys with those son of a digger flags, those son of a digger pump trucks, and those son of a digger t-shirts, man. Each and every single one of you guys are the reason we do what we do. Anderson style, we drill in the ground, we're here to win, we're here to make you guys get on your feet. You guys make us do what we do.
Racing champion Ryan Anderson celebrates with his fans. The Son of a Digger camp right here, a part of 72,000 plus in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm Scott Douglas. Chad Fortune, the Captain America driver, alongside me in the booth. And here is the order coming up for the freestyle competition. And of course, once you get to the back end, Son of a Digger will go for a double down trophy. And if he takes the lead, it'll be his dad that tries to keep him from getting it. That's going to be interesting later on. Let's get right to the action. Well, everywhere we have gone for years, the party in the pits, when fans can come down and get up close to these incredible 10,000-pound machines, this is always one of the most popular ones to get a picture in front of, the exotic War Wizard.
It's really a great truck. Looks like he's got a new paint job too, the bright red.
You know, Randy Moore's out of Bristol, Tennessee. That's a great racing community anyway. And he's got a drag racing background. So, I mean, this is that standard funny car style look. Nicely done, aired it out. Now that, according to the scorecards, if you will, or the rules of the game, is something the judges should at least deduct a little for. If you go into reverse without making a move, that's a deduction.
You know, it's a tough call, you know, Scott. You either end your run by maybe ripping some drive shaft or something out of the truck and ending it short, but you don't want to really back up. That's a nice cross move.
First cross thread we've seen in the competition, so conversely from what we talked about with the negative, in the judges' eyes, that's a positive. All right, they're going to stop the truck, but then they'll freeze the clock as we go into MagnaFlow bonus time. The remote ignition interrupter from the officials were used because he technically went out of bounds. Yeah,
you can see the white line and also the grass. That's a no-no in our business. They want to keep us on the track.
All right, so he's now refired, and now we'll start bonus time. And again, if there's a safety issue or a reason like that the truck has to be shut down by the officials, they'll freeze the clock and give them the opportunity to restart, and they'll do that for everybody.
Absolutely. It went right into bonus time, and now nice. It's time for him to step it up with a great standing wheelie. There he goes.
Oh my, that beautiful body is sitting upside down. 16 is the score, but we're just getting started in Jacksonville, Florida. And here we go with Brian Wright and Hooked, and one of the newest trucks on the circuit. And the story behind it, Chad, is that Steven Sims, the young son of Steve Sims, the Stone Crusher driver, will eventually drive this truck. He designed it, and Brian Wright's kind of breaking it in for him.
Yeah, he sure is. And you know, Brian used to be my crew guy many years back.
Kind of a deep sea fishing theme on the Hooked truck.
Look at Brian go. You know, he's got some good throttle rhythm going over, doing some obstacles, cross-threading. Looks good.
A little nudge the Son of a Digger, no harm, no foul. 16 is the score to beat as we're early in the freestyle competition. The service is our best part freestyle. Brought to you by Advance Auto Parts here in Jacksonville.
You know, we take a lot of stock in guys that are going out first and in the middle of the pack, because you know what? That's what's going to build the show, where everybody's trying to do better than what the next guy's doing. And you know what? He's got some great throttle rhythm, and you know, you want to keep that momentum going and get the big air cross-threading up as you see right now.
Now the flow is good. It's going to take him into bonus time, and that's where he can add up to 5 more points. And I like this, kind of trying to add on a high note for the regulation judges and now let it move. We've been noticing, Chad, as bonus time has become more and more important, some drivers are putting clocks in their trucks. Some drivers are using the new radio communications to make sure that their crew chief is telling them, hey, bonus time, go now. We've got ourselves a new leader. Brian Wright and Hooked goes to the hot seat. Score is 19 to beat now. Well, here's Brad Allen and Megabyte.
Megabyte. Always an exciting truck to watch.
Now remember, you know, this truck, Brad, this team, part of that team scream. And so you know they've got a wild edge to them. Nice. Best air of the day so far.
Yeah, you can always tell, too. The Jim Kohler camp is always big on big air. If they don't do anything else, they darn sure let it go to the end.
Well, it sure helped Jimmy, as the leader of this team has won 2 World Freestyle Championships. The only other person to do that's a fellow named Mentz.
You can see now the body's starting to wear out. It's starting to crack and pull apart. See if we can get some more excitement out of this, and then that body will rip right out.
Yeah, he's been a little, I want to say more technical, because we're used to this team being on the ragged edge. He's hit some nice moves, nice air. He's a little methodical in setting it up. Now let's see the donuts as he's gotten to that sand pit.
Yeah, as you were talking about, he might have been in trouble in a different event where wasn't lasting that long, so he might be trying to last this.
I like the cyclone at the end of regulation, but now he's got to pick the momentum back up for bonus time. Again, this is Brad Allen, Megabyte from the Team Scream camp, and the score to beat is a 19 as he goes into this bonus period. Needs a few points, I would think, to have a shot at the lead.
Yeah, he is using the whole field. You know, he's getting a good momentum around the course. He's just got to hit more jumps so he can get some points.
Move for move, he's been strong.
He might want to do more of the donuts than rather the big air.
He'll go into second place with a score of 17 for Megabyte, but Hooked remains the leader. The popular Ice Cream Man is on the track. Man, I've mentioned the party in the pits a couple of times. Whenever you're going to an Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam event, get your information online at monsterjam.com, but find out about the party in the pits. No other sport, no other entertainment gives you the opportunity to come out before the event, meet the superstars, take pictures, get autographs, get right up close to these 10,000-pound machines. And it's one of the things that bonds you and your fans, Chad, as a driver, I know.
It sure does. You know, I'm coming out as Captain America, and they get all the kids, and they get everybody to talk to you and tell you what's going on. They want to know what you're going to do for freestyle. They want to know how you're going to do for racing. It's great for us.
Ice Cream Man on the clock with 18 seconds remaining in regulation. Nice air there, and a nice combo as he gets it to come back up in a slap wheelie.
Nice. You can see how the horsepower is really pulling together, and that front end came straight up.
All right, the truck is shut down. Now, they'll freeze the clock, but that was not from an official. I think the truck's broke. So TJ Tripp and Ice Cream Man does not get any bonus points, and that'll cost him. 16 will be his score. 19 remains the score to beat. All right, let's get back onto the track with the only woman who has ever won an Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam World Freestyle Championship. This is Medusa.
Here's Medusa. I know her adrenaline's pumping and she's ready for a big show.
We're seeing more and more of that, and again, as ladies get in, we've seen them driving for a while, but it's really cool to see them as technicians. We mentioned Lindsay working with Medusa here. Katie Andrus-Cabbage is now Becky McDonough's crew chief, so it seems like the ladies are putting these teams together. We better watch out, Chad. Medusa trying to beat a 19 to get the lead here in Jacksonville. It's the freestyle competition in front of this huge crowd. And yeah, just keep looking over the top. As you look out over the top of the stadium, it's dark, but it's darker than it should be, Chad. I don't know what we may get here a little bit.
Looks like we may get a little bit of something that's going to make it even more exciting. That was a really good move there for Medusa there. Got up on one wheel there and walked it a little bit.
Nice. Love the crossthrough with some momentum from Medusa as she'll go into bonus time. Very popular figure, and you know, as you see on the back of the truck, it does say two-time world champion. Along with that freestyle title I mentioned earlier, she won the World Racing Championship in that epic battle against Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger in the championship round of Las Vegas back in 2005.
Nice move, getting it up on two wheels. Now she's in bonus, so she knows she has to step it up to bring those points.
Look at this, I love it. So it's a 20, she got enough to go to the hot seat. Medusa has the lead. Raising Cane is about to do just that here in Jacksonville. The score to beat is a 20. Medusa is in the hot seat as the leader. Well, right now, he's keeping some good momentum up. And, you know, he had such a great year a year ago. This year's been a struggle with more mechanical breakage than the first year he was in the sport of Advance Auto Parts Monster Jam.
Really,
now he's really nailing it.
A really good cross thread right there, and that's bringing something new and different to this program.
Oh, look at that. The momentum helped make that move impressive.
Sure do. You got to get through there for that explosion of powder coming through that thing.
Kind of a jerk pile now. Down to 20 seconds, and it's starting to get wet. I see some fans looking for cover.
Oh, man, the run's almost over, and you can tell now it's starting to rain, and it's going to change the way the track's going to handle this.
And it's not just thinking about raining. It's coming down pretty good already. He's Right down to 5 seconds. The advantage for McNeil is he got a dry track to start, and I think he'll be okay for the rest of his run. It's the rest of this draw we better keep our eyes on.
He's going to be fine now, but just as it's starting to mist up, it's time to step it up now and get that last big point in there.
Look at everything blowing around. The wind is kicked up. You can really tell. What does that do to the driver? What's JR feeling there?
Well, that's the Florida weather, and you know that the weather's coming, that this is the time to step it up because, you know, it's going to hinder some of the other runs, so this could be your time to pull out a big win here.
It would be a huge one if McNeil can get the numbers.
End this thing with a big donut.
J.R. McNeil and Raising Cane has got the lead. It's a 21. The game changes in front of our eyes. Now Dustin Brown, the rookie in Wolverine, is going to have to come out of the conditions.
Coming out hard. He knows that the rain's coming. He knows it's now his time to get in there before this starts to turn. He's trying to get in this freestyle unscathed, but yet rushing against the clock. Not only the clock, but the rain.
He's still got a good track condition to work with, however. You can see he's not slipping and sliding. It hasn't gotten that wet yet.
A little bit of a back up there, but watch, he's going to go right back into something big. He knows it's not nice to go backwards, so let's go forward.
24 seconds left on the regulation clock for Dustin Brown and Wolverine. That's a combo, and the judges love combinations. Now, it looks like this half of the track is getting wetter than the other half, Chad, so you can tell how the rain's coming in to the stadium. He's got half dry and half wet right now.
Yeah, I think he's learning this track, and the other driver, oh
my.
What a whip.
That probably cost him the lead because he won't get any bonus points. Wolverine, Dustin Brown will take the lead. Wolverine didn't need bonus points. It's a 22. Freestyle continues, and actually, while we were away during the break, it was really pouring. Now it's eased up some, and here comes Mark McDonald, but you can see how wet the track is now. It's sloppy after it's been great condition. Beautiful new black El Toro Loco is going to need a big bath after this is done.
You can't see, and you see the mud and the water all pooling up on the windshields. You see it being caked up underneath the chassis, and the Lexan underneath is something that we watch as drivers, while we're in the air. That's filling up with mud you can't see as well.
Yeah, vision is going to be key for these final competitors. McDonald able to find some air.
That was a nice move. As you can see, the traction is very minimal, and it's just kind of hammer it down, point and shoot.
He's going to take it to MagnaFlow bonus time, it appears. 22 is the score to beat. Wolverine's your leader. And indeed, as that clock ticks down to 0, he'll get the bonus.
You can see the slop and the rooster tails coming off. And the mud on the windshields. It's a little bit frustrating, but if you can line it up, you can get air like this.
I'm not sure. I don't know how he got the traction to get that momentum, Chad. He just hammered that bad boy.
One of those things, you slide into a turn, and you just hammer it down and try and get that thing up in the air.
That's one of those determination moves. He just stuck his foot through the floor, I think. Let's see what this baby will do. And now he has filled bonus time.
Nice little wheelie to walk it.
Listen to the fans. They are just still roaring those after, just such a huge rainstorm. They're just digging what the trucks and drivers are doing right now.
Isn't it just like Jacksonville, one of the biggest stadiums, and the fans are the best in this area, and they just come out and be more excited about it.
We have a new leader as the fans salute Mark McDonald. El Toro Loco is now on top with a 25. Here's Craig Christensen and Max D.
Craig saw right from the beginning he's not going to have a lot of traction, so he's going to go big air right out of the block. Now you can see Craig, he does have the new Ukraine tires. He's getting some traction, but you can see just how come this
look at that! First reverse move we've seen. That's got to impress the judges.
Got a reverser, but hopefully he can get out of this hole.
You talk about the Ukraine tires. Is it the cleat that makes them so different?
It is the cleat, especially with the track the way it is now. It's muddy and slip, but you can see just how wet it is that the Ukraines aren't grabbing as much.
20 seconds left in regulation time for this incredibly awesome-looking redesigned body on Max D's 10th anniversary edition. Comboing it up as Christensen tries to get the lead from Mark McDonald and El Toro Loco.
Yeah, you can tell now he's just going to try and eat it up now. He's getting close to bonus, and there it is on two-wheel. Oh.
And that's one thing. If you start to get in that spot, you're not going to grab to make a save, I wouldn't think here. So Max D not able to get the lead. Craig Christensen will go into second place with a score of 23. The People's Truck and former World Freestyle Champion Lupe Sosa, Advanced Auto Parts Grinder. Look at the windshield he's trying to look through.
Yeah, he's having a tough time, and he's having a little bit problems with his motor. You can hear it popping and hissing right now.
Well, that's not a good way to start in these conditions, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's having a hard time with momentum and just trying to do his best he can, but I think right now you see something went out of the motor.
Well, Lupe Sosa fighting through it right now. Not only the conditions, not only mud all over his truck, but a truck that does not want to run.
Yeah, it's a frustrating thing, but you do not want to disappoint. You're going to try and run that thing until the thing will not stop. Yeah, you can just hear it just missing. Something's going on, but you know he's not going to stop. He's going to keep on moving.
Well, he is going to stop here. I don't think he's got anything left. Gave it everything he had, but it didn't have much, and 15 will be the score. Our racing champion from here in Jacksonville, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. The last two stadiums he has been in, he has indeed won the Double Down Award. He thinks it's easy to win those things.
Nowadays, yeah, he's doing so well. You know, he might be getting too confident, though. I want to see what he does in freestyle.
Now that's Max D. Again, they left him on the course when that truck rolled over. They said, leave it there. It's part of the course.
That's right. He becomes an obstacle, and, you know, with the rain coming down, we just want to get it going and keep on moving.
And boy, Ryan Anderson is continuing to move with a beautiful combination from son of a digger.
Combination crossovers, the mud's flying. Really got some great momentum.
Clock will tick down when it hits 0. That will start MagnaFlow bonus time. Ryan's going to need bonus points, as everyone will, I'm pretty sure, to win this competition. Right now, they're all trying to beat Mark McDonald and El Toro Loco with a 25.
A big air move on that. They're splashed down in the middle of a mud pile, and that's on two wheels.
What are the judges going to do? He'll get no bonus points, but I'm sure he's going to get excellent scores from the regulation judges. 25's the score to beat, and guess what? Ryan Anderson matches it, as he's going to give a fan tickets to follow him to the Monster Jam World Finals. But again, 25, that will put him in a tie. There's only one more to go, and it's Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. Now remember, score to beat's 25. Now he may have an advantage. That door flop told me to see out the side.
You know, it's been a long night for Dennis, sitting there having to watch everybody go through this. See, start out as dry and then come out as a wet, nasty course. But he's doing well. You know, he's got the momentum. You can see the mud all on the windshield, so he's not going to be able to see much.
A little shot for Max D. We told you Max D's now part of the course.
Nice big air.
You know, this is the thing. During the racing program, they were having technical issues with that truck. So Daniel Crawford and Tyson Swinhart went in there, and they busted their tails, and they obviously fixed this thing for Dennis, and he's taking it out on this track.
It's a payback for Dennis. If he misses racing, he's going to take it out on freestyle, and you can tell with the big air, he's using the whole track.
Yeah, he is burning it up. And Chad, you know, you've driven in some of this muck before. This is hard to do, and he is just really ripping it up.
Well, you can see the windshield's full of mud, and it's all getting inside the cage also, so it's on his face mask also.
Anderson not letting it stop him. He'll go into bonus time, and that may be enough. If Dennis can pick up 2 or 3 bonus points, he's going to be hard to beat. But the truck is shut down. Now he's asking to refire, and they'll let him go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that. Now, this is going to put an end to it. Look at that, Chad.
Back end snapped out.
All you people crawled back out of the woodwork. You came out here, I beat the wheels off of that truck for you guys. I love you guys. I want to thank y'all for every nut and bolt on my truck and every shingle on my roof, and for making me who I am today and my family. 31 years of support. I'll never forget where I came from. You people made me.
It was Anderson's night. Although depends on which part of the competition, which Anderson. Ryan Anderson won racing and son of a digger. Dennis wins freestyle and grave digger. But Chad, again, the salute to these fans in Jacksonville. They sold the place out, and then after an unbelievable downpour, they stayed through and fought through it.
Harsh weather, Jacksonville's great. We love to come back every year.
Chad Fortune, Captain America, great job, brother. Nice job up here in the booth. We'll get you back on the track next time, I'm sure. For Chad Fortune, I'm Scott Douglas. See you next time on Monster Jam.